Now, let's see, this week's massive beef recalls brought a harsh spotlight to the Department of Agriculture. Connecticut Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro's call for a food oversight authority outside of the USDA or Food and Drug Administration. That's what she's calling for. But could a bigger government do more harm than good? Let's ask the Competitive Enterprise Institute's Lene Johansen. What, you don't like the idea of the government inspecting food and looking for purity and safety?
Well, they're not particularly good at it, and when they do it, it costs a whole lot more than if a private company does it, and the private companies are much better at it. So I really think the government should get out of our food supply.
In principle, I can see where you're coming from, but can you name any other advanced democracy where the government gets out of the food safety and purity business?
Well, I grew up in Norway, and I moved to America for a reason. I immigrated a month after 9/11 because this is one of the most advanced democracies in the world. There is nowhere in the world where there is more freedom than here. So we should take care of that and protect it and make sure that they don't get any more regulation in our way.
Well, how would private enterprise do it? I mean, right now you've got a government agency, things go and flow through that government agency, they check, they look, they probe, etc., etc. How would private enterprise do it?
Well, the private company has a stake in doing this themselves, and we saw during the China scare when all the lead paint toys came in right before Christmas. Walmart was much faster on that game than any of the government agency, and you know, as a result of that, one of the people on Capitol Hill is now proposing to revamp the Consumer Protection Agency, which is going to cost us even more because they're going to make the fees for bringing in unsafe products much, much higher.
But I put it to you, Lene, though, that you're fighting a political tide here because in this society right now, something goes wrong. The first thing that people do is they look to the government. They want some help. They want the government to investigate it and fix it. You're swimming against the tide with the idea of doing away from government in that area of our lives and going to private enterprise.
Definitely, but some of us got to speak up for this because this is the values that America was built for, and just because we've been embracing more and more of the European values where the government props up just about every aspect of our lives doesn't mean we should go there quietly.
I'm inclined to agree with you, but can you tell me if there is a sector in Congress that really agrees with you and is pushing your point?
Well, I think Ron Paul would be one of them without, I mean, he has a long track record for wanting to abolish a lot of these agencies without me having studied his programs closely.
You emigrated here a couple of months after 9/11?
1 month, yeah.
You don't have an accent.
Oh, thank you.
I've been here 35 years and I've still got an accent.
Well, you know, Americans love it, so hang on to it.
Thank you very much. I knew I liked you. You can come back. Lene Johansen, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.